Well, Kuro will have to have some kind of plan for it, and something that is explosive and gives Team Secret a downside in the fight. Gives them counter team fight as well when Kunkka tries to get the full control.
Radiant's ban.
How does that
Phantom
work with
Lancer.
like Coco's rum and the damage Nigma's looking to get at the very start? Like, is that really gonna mess with fatal bonds like that normal wacky?
Yeah, it's still gonna mess with it just because it is all just reduction, right? It's still gonna it helps a lot in terms of trying to keep you alive. Obviously, overwhelming the fatal bonds can be enough damage to like kind of overwhelm the
10 seconds to
the rum
go.
buff, but that's just by the nature of just you really need that additional damage to try and help
5
out.
seconds.
Yeah. Well, Phantom Lance is now up, so welcome to jump away, dispel, dodge if you can, and have that really late game winner.
Yeah, this lane looks. Yeah, I don't know.
which
I'm
which
really
lane are you
curious with
looking
this
at here?
warlock. Well, because like, is the inch if the inch just goes against the warlock, then the
Dire's
warlock can
ban.
only use it offensively, right? To like harass whoever's in the lane. So I don't know. It feels like the Shadow Word's not going to get a lot of value. So I guess maybe we'll just look further towards the bonds as being the valuable thing here. But yeah, you get yourself a Dispel hero. So good versus the Bat Rider, good versus the Warlock to try and deal with those bonds. Pretty important
That's what
thing
you
to
do.
grab here.
Like you just push Warlock to the off. You run
10
Bat Rider
seconds to
safe against
go.
the Enchantress. If these are the two supports, like it could be GH Mirana, it
5
could be Wee
seconds.
Mirana.
Yeah, but then again, like let's say if that does happen and you don't match versus the Ench, but you match versus the PL, then he just has a Dispel too. So it just feels like kind of weird. Not Dispel, sorry, but well,
Yeah,
yeah, a self Dispel.
yeah.
But either way, I mean, they banned the Pango last, looking for that Zai hero under the assumption that it will be the Yapsor Void Spirit since they've been playing it so much.
hmm
There's still not a lasso save, but Abba is like one of the weakest lasso saves. Like, sure, it's a Dispel, but it's like the shorter range. They maybe will go for the Legion just to add another Dispel. They could theoretically go for the old school Brewmaster counter because it's versus the Beastmaster summons. So
Dire's
it AoE
ban.
dispels on that. It does AoE dispel versus the Fatal Bonds. Doesn't help versus the Bat Rider because it's only a weak dispel, but it is a pretty cool combo. Personally, I'm not a huge fan because I think it's a very situational counter the teams try and play, and it seems really hard to get the actual Storm Panda dispel out at those appropriate moments, but I still
hmm
see teams go for it, so who knows?
Well, Secret's got their choice.
10
They don't have a lot of
seconds to
time. At least
go.
Nigma with their last pickup have still another minute and 9 for reserve.
5 seconds.
So they're in a very comfortable position with that last pickup. But against the Phantom Lancer, we've seen some clearance issues in the past against this hero. Feels like there's
Yeah.
some better options for Nigma
Radiant's
against
pick.
him. Not perfect just yet. And a Vengeful Spirit, the flavor of the week.
Yeah, I
Fortnite.
actually wasn't even thinking about how Zai plays the bench, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're
What was
very
that?
comfortable
Who was
doing
it?
this.
What was it? It was Nisha. Nisha, right? Who played it yesterday? I think in the
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
this when you went to sleep, but it just I don't know how you're meant to beat that. Like you die and he's still gonna kill
10
you,
seconds to
and he end
go.
up getting a butterfly. It's like, well, no, he's actually immortal now. You don't fight.
Yeah.
5
That's a very
seconds.
good flex here because they can do it for either. And Zai can also just play the Kunkka too. So, and we can't necessarily rule out that this is even going to be a Yaps or a Void Spirit, depending on what they really want at the end of all this. So, Secret have all their pieces in play. They just need to determine where they're going to go. And Nigma going to say, okay, what are we missing? I mean, burst damage. That's what I would say. They have like lots of damage overall, but it's very slow, gradual damage.
Mm-hmm.
Might be hard to get actual kills during the lasso. Spectre ban, but that Spectre would have been all right.
Yeah, just that nice big one position at the end. We still got what else we got in the pool that'd be nice. Don't know if you want to get a Morphling in this game, but mm, I'm just
Every
gonna
hero I look at, I'm just like, no, that doesn't look that good. And
uh
I think I like some big dog hero. Yeah, I
Time
was
to
just about
make
to
a
say the
hell
big
of
dog AM
something.
they played earlier.
Time to pick
That
some of
was
these
like
folks.
when they played versus Unique earlier in the tournament. That's
that is
the big answer, right?
uh-huh. That's a really badass set from Kuro. What is that? I want that now. I actually legitimately want this, and I don't know what it
Yeah, it's
is.
a nice one.
Like the hovering of the like the real Oracle. He's broken the pieces apart and made them evil. Yeah. So we get a 1-position anti-mage with a 2-position Batrider, 3-position Beastmaster, and Zai is actually on the Vengeful Spirit. So you were leaning the right
Yeah.
way because it was obviously gonna be the Kunkka mid, and Zai gets to play the
10
VS.
seconds to go.
Not as much fun in the offlane as it used to be
5
when
seconds.
the Agnums was cooler
But it
and
gives
more
him some good
broken.
things to work with, like with Yapso, like stun into Redmond. I don't know if you really contest Miracle that hard, and how hard is it to actually get a lockdown against Miracle when he's got the spell block
Right, exactly, versus a
and
magic missile.
disengage? Yeah. And your timing's gonna be absolutely perfect for Nisha. Like at least Nisha's got a good lockdown against Miracle. If you can hit the X mark and then the combo.
Curious which support they'll send up there. Do they? I guess if you use the Aether Remnant, you can then lead it into the stun for constant harass. But if it's only the Void Spirit and the Venge, then they're not going to have the Dispel to get rid of the Shadow Word. So it'll be like the Witch Doctor Spectre lane where it's just constantly sustained through the heals and he just keeps farming under tower.
I suppose the other question then is like how much help does Matumba need on the safe lane? Because we saw before like Nigma were happy to run an aggro tri lane. Can you get away with that with Yapsor and Poppy really hitting in and making sure that Miracle stays down, stays low?
Yeah, we've seen PLs get away with the matchup versus the Beastmaster as long as it you get like a couple kills to start. That happens pretty frequently, I feel like lately, where they start to fall behind a little bit and then the PL can start to bully that Beastmaster. But there's two lanes Puppy wants to be in, right? He wants to steal the boars and he wants to help harass out this anti-mage to slow down his game.
Oops. I love the coming through the woo. That's gonna be one of my favorite lines. Gotta
Thank
be
you,
my favorite line.
I do what I can.
Places, everyone.
Oh man, I love it.
I have
Love it.
the only voices of me are just me exclaiming things, going "Wow!" Like I like to think I'm a pretty articulate person, but all I got in was "Ooh!" and "Oh my god, what? That's it. That's my contribution. You're welcome, Battle Pass owners.
Yeah, if it wasn't for a whole bunch of people actually posting out, like Dakota, who seemed to knew about everything before it happened, posting
Yeah,
up
I didn't even
like
know that was me.
Yeah, you wouldn't, right? Like, you just hear this, it's like, is that you? Like, I went through like most of last year, like thinking like, oh, that line was really cool. I thought it was Blitz, and then Kyle's like, that's me, dude. And I'm like, you know what? That's too cool for you, Kyle. It sounds more like a Blitz level of coolness to actually say such a thing. And that was the it's looking
30
spicy,
seconds
right?
to showtime.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
fairly
one's Blitz. No, the Kyle one was
Blitz. Okay,
yeah, that one's Blitz. Oh, what was the Kyle one? Oh, that one was so good. Sorry, Kyle, I can't remember. I remember Kyle had a really good line though.
I remember it was great. It was great, Kyle.
Yeah, that's all I can say. It had something to do with basketball, didn't it? Or something? It made me think of basketball when I heard it. I don't know why.
Oh.
But anyway.
Yeah, I don't
The
remember
game is
enough, I'm
on.
afraid. Anyway, let's look towards this Dota and stop thinking about the lines we can't afford.
Oh, look at that. They set the Hawk to look at the mid lane to see who was there blocking the creeps. Because they have Weehaw in the mid, and they've got the matchup of the PL.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
So now, what
What
do you do though as yeah, you're swapping. All right, they're setting MC. Is MC gonna stay mid? I mean,
It
they'd
looks
almost
like it.
want
Like,
Miracle, I feel like.
you don't really want to switch out the anti-mage from a safe lane. Like that feels too good.
Yeah, but it's also like if you can get an anti-mage free farm mid, like that would be kind of great.
Oh, see, my control's just trying to bring back the days of like the Fada Beastmaster mids. Like, all right, don't worry, guys. I will get you your team fight items that you need. We will have more. Yeah, the mech build up. Yep. Weehaw's trying to go for a chase on Poppy. If GH connects on this arrow, that's first blood.
Oh yeah,
Just a little
that
bit
would
away.
The mech and the old Beastmaster Ags, so you just hit like the long stun.
Mm-hmm.
I am like worried about the day where they buff this Beastmaster Agnes to the point where it's relevant, because that sounds kind of scary to have like constant axes just flying at you, stacking damage amp.
Yeah,
Especially because it amplifies the damage from all your units too. I don't know, that ability can get a little out of control, I feel like. But looks like Miracle is out of control here of his hero with some lag.
Yeah. But It's like he seems fine. Just have to move back a little bit. I like how he's just been running at Zai. Miss CS Eagle. Wow.
I get all the bonus points on that one.
I love this dead, and he actually gets held to as well. Like he's 7-1 in the lane. It's like, yeah, you're still missing CS, Miracle. This ain't no 10K quality here.
I got that's like the easiest joke I see in every single game, and it's still funny when it's in a pro match. Next thing we know, we're gonna get a GG easy at MC later. Easy mid.
Hey, mind control for one not being sacked by his team. It's great. It's great. Give the man farm and levels and see what he can do. He's already like, yeah, I've got level 3 Necro book queued up. Not even level 1. I'm going the whole way with level 3.
Oh, some serious lag. Miracle's out of here.
Gotta restart that router, you know. It was something that I know, like Nigma were talking about. I think about a month ago, where they're talking about like how their internet connections for everywhere there are is pretty terrible connection. So it's going to be a lot better for them once they're able to travel once again or potentially move home. Not that they want to do that. They're actually very happy where they live, which is great. We get to actually cast some of their one of the tournaments from there, which is really
oh yeah, you did the Rising Stars tournament, right?
Yeah, the Rising
That
Stars.
was a nice initiative.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's nice to see just looking towards regions which are sometimes neglected by the system, just like saying like, hey, we're gonna do something for you guys.
Yeah.
And especially if there's talent, like those guys did beat Nigma fair and square. I was there. Like game 1 was a little clowny, but game 2 was a lot more serious, and game 3 Nigma really turned up. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
So-
they that region is it is unfortunate. Like they just have straight up server problems. Like I remember I was there for an event and like you barely could play because like the lag was so bad to any of the close servers, and extremely passionate community that a lot of players just kind of jumped out of sort of all at once, right? Like it was only over a couple of years where we saw like GH and Miracle and Yapsor all sort of appear from the same region and managed to like show enough of themselves that they were able to afford opportunities and places with better connections and servers.
yeah. It's actually even nice. Like the production team we worked with actually came from Cairo. Like they're all based in Cairo. And it's like, wow, we're really like support on all fronts from this. Yeah, that was a good fun tournament. Interesting Dota. That's where the Lycan reference I used before came from, because Kuro decided to do it as like a like in the game 1 he went Lycan jungle. We're like, what the hell is this? And he still came out with level 3 Necrobook like 15 minutes into the game. Like, what the hell is this? Like he jungled with wolves at level 1. Wolves at level 1.
Yeah, that's like the puppy Venomancer jungle. Like, when he would pull that off every once in a while in like the Radiant mid lane camps, and you were just like, I hate that this is working.
You know, I adored that. Before the jungle got totally nerfed, I adored that because it actually let me gain about 750 MMR that I did not deserve. It was just like, hey guys, I'm going jungle. I'll be back in a while. And
yeah, we're gonna push that top tower in 5.5 minutes. Be there.
Yep. Exactly what we did.
A very good strat.
It's like just don't die on the offlane. I'll be there in 5. Like I'll come in and I like have like a full mech or a Vlad's or whatever was like the best pushing item for it at the time, because I can't micro necro book to save my life. It's like, this is the push strat, everybody. It works.
That was I remember Crit did that a lot after TI6 too. They EG used to run that strat where they would put the safe lane on the off lane. They'd run a solo safe laner hero who was their off lane hero, so we had like more room to work with the pulls and everything, because people sucked at blocking pulls back then anyway. And then Crit would just jungle until like level 6 on the Venomancer and then start pushing. And they won so many games doing that.
Isn't that what everyone does though? Like if they want to win MMR, they just see what like pro players are abusing and go for it. Like the only thing I ever played in the early days is what Goblak told me to pick. Because he's just like, yep, this is OP. This is OP. I was like, all right, this is OP. I'll go for that.
It helps that the most fun in Dota is winning. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you have to play a hero that maybe you didn't necessarily want to at first. You'll get the joy back.
As a techies player, the most fun in Dota is triggering your opponent. Like that's the most fun in Dota.
Yeah, when you play techies, you have 9 opponents.
Everyone's reconnected back in again. I love how GH is just having this duel with Poppy. Like Blightstone versus like Regen. That's all it is. Nisha, maybe a little bit of trouble. Like Torrent will create some space. GH throws the arrow. Nisha forced to come back into range of the sticky napalm, but can't close the distance for the Firefly. Wait!
Oh, man.
Hey! Oh, a little too deep there, man. Poppy's gonna come over too, but yep, they're okay. And Nisha's got 10 charges ready to go as well.
Oh, you could just feel like how close that was, right? But I'm sure once he saw the stick, he was just like, "There's no way I'm winning this map, even with this many stacks."
GH, I think it's time to leap away. You try to farm up the Wild Wing, but Poppy takes the arrow point blank range, and GH, he's gonna fairy fire up. The torrent will now connect over on Batrider, and Poppy keeps dropping the armor. Whoo! Tiebringer hits hard. And we now needs to hold back. One tango only.
Probably just because he knows that wave's gonna push in. He really doesn't want to leave. Poppy's looking to punish though. Probably also hoping for a courier to be coming through, right?
He's going to enchant him. And Nisha needs to connect over on the torrent. And he'll ensure it with the...
I think he's going to get it.
I think. Yep. Lines him up for the Tiebringer. Level 2. And now the TP from Mirana. Instantly into arrow. And GH is already back to 1/3 of his HP.
Well, meanwhile, the connection looks to have been successfully... Oh, man. He got that pull through?
How the hell did he just wraps it around? Like everything, but Yapto's in trouble. The Shadow Word's gonna kill him. Kuro just stood in the tree lines. Miracle could tank through it, and Zai, because he didn't put a single point up in Magic Missile, he's gone for the 0-1-2 build, which is not bad. But he didn't have
understandable because he knows that Miracle's just gonna have the counter spell after. Like, sure, maybe he'll get one on him, but then he'll just take the early counter spell or whatever.
How's Mind Control doing in mid? Like, Beastmaster, the play against Matumba. 24-6 versus 18-1 net worth-wise. It's about 250 difference.
It's probably pretty annoying for the PL just because if you try and use the Phantom Rush to actually harass and zone out MC, then you're just going to get hit by the boar, and MC will just chase you down after, right? And then it's like not going to be really a trade in your favor, so all I can do is just try and sustain in the lane.
At least Matumba can keep up with the damage. Like, they're both quelling blading, and they're both hitting for, like... Actually, PL hits for 82. Mind Control hits for 82. It's neck and neck. Quick blink away from Miracle. I think it's time for, like, yep. One Shadow Word, please.
Bounty rune up top, too.
Him, but 5-minute bounty runes run. And he's just going to grab the 1-up on top. So it looks like Mind Control's movement. He'll actually just pull over the side, so it ends up being a 2-2. Nice.
The prize is mine.
Oh, they're gonna bring Poppy into the mid lane here too. Maybe try and go for something on the MC. A little surprise here as he comes around the corner. Oh.
He's got to steal one. The boars slow him down. That's exactly what he does. Tries to kill off the other boars so they can keep the chase going. Is there a TP support coming? There is not. Doesn't feel like there's enough mana as well in Matumba to finish that job.
Yeah, the damage is not quite there. But still a lot of harassment. I mean, that boar is still going. It's not going to be able to help Matu in lane 2 and almost killed that other boar.
GH on top. Leap forward with a Starfall. Nisha losing so much life, but he's got 7-1 charge available. GH, oh, he's going deep. Oh, he leaps away. Wait, did he actually try and dodge that damage? Either way, Remnant from Yapso will now arrive and punish this very heavily diving Nigma duel off lane. And now Zai is all alone on bottom, and Miracle makes sure he knows it.
Yeah, Nisha's sick.
Just like, all right, get out of here.
That was nice. Oh, jeez. 2 mobile heroes and you're just standing there as Conga like, yeah, I got this. I can take it. That's under the tower. I mean, look at him right now. He's 11 armor when he's not under the tower, right? Trying to dive the 14 armor Kunkka. Probably not going too well.
And now Kunkka feels nice on almost 3.2k net worth. And feeling so confident, he's going for a Radiance. 6.5 minutes in, he's queued it up.
Zai has to wand up here, but it's still going to fall.
Miracle?
Oh, maybe. No blink for 6.
Are you really dead when you're a vengeful spirit? We
Very
are at
nice.
least able to dodge an attack. Good observer Warden Sentry he planted down. He wanted to make sure if he was being watched or not. But now Enchanted, maybe not so great. Try to get up in the air, but the Troll Trap's already available. The boat's coming in too from Nisha. Weeha X-marked back into it. And there is no support coming to this tier 1 tower. They are all currently busy in mid lane, where Zai will now also arrive for his own Tumba Tumba, trying to stay clear of these two boars that just stay hot on his tail. Have they got the vision? Have they got the time? They try and mop them up quickly, and Secret are able to do so. And Miracle is hunting in the trees once again.
Yapsor under vision here, though, and they might have seen him ward if they were keeping an eye on his inventory there.
Yeah, Kuro wasn't doing anything apart from upheaval.
Yeah, he had time to look around a little.
Okay, maybe not. He didn't drop the sentry ward down. That would have been a very instant D ward if he did see.
Either way, Nisha was forced to TP out of that top lane, get a little concerned with the situation around Weehaw, even without the lasso. I mean, obviously with the lasso, you can't really TP, so...
Like, Weehaw's got 1,500 net worth. It's not a happy day for a Bat Rider, and you still get concerned about him.
GH gonna wander through here, planting some vision. I know there's something up here. Oh, 300 HP.
Could mess up the combination, but he's got leap number 1. Has no leap number 2.
Somebody's on my wall behind the top tower.
Got him.
Killing spree. So yeah, the Radiance is not gonna happen. He's going for the armor instead. I like that.
Getting beat down.
Much more exciting to watch.
A lot more involved in the fights. Weehaw's getting some good recovery farm on top, able to pull waves, get some stacks, and a little bit of casual damage into the tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower's getting beat
Mind
down.
Control's also rotating up towards the top lane, and 2 gold. He has his level 1 Necro book, still got to do the flight. And now we really see just what Nigma are able to achieve with this early Necro book from Mind Control. All that farm he was able to pull out of middle lane.
Yeah, they need to turn this tower gold into boots of travel for Weehaw so that we can get that threatening Bat Rider that you want to see when you make this pick, right? His game won't be easy, though, of course, because, again, he's versus this Vengeful Spirit. But Nisha looking for the free pick down bottom. There's 1 point and a counter spell. And there's also no Chaotic Offering here, so whoever gets X'd should be dead.
Well, Tarn's coming in. Boat's also arriving. Animage needs a little extra help. And can he? No, he can't. 8 1 charges were there. That would have given enough life. Kuro, Zai swapping over. He doesn't have Magic Missile. He just wants to
try to
close
swap him again.
Kuro.
He keeps losing the vision.
There's your secondary swap. Into the Torrent. And not much Kuro can do about that. But maybe there's some rebuttals. Nisha gets a double kill on bottom, but Puppy, he is trying to run away from both GH as well as we are. Jump to the other side of the leap, but they'll chase him through the trees, and there is very little to do about this. Wait, to the tower. You'll die to the tower.
Yeah, still too much slow to try and save himself there.
So tier 1 for tier 1 tower trade-off. Mind Control's already taken top.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
Well, if I'm Secret now, I'm just going to start looking to get a Yapsor to level 6 and start rotating with Nisha. I mean, he is so strong right now. He is 1,260 HP without Armlet, almost 1,700 when activated in terms of like max HP. So, yeah. Armlet on Strength Heroes is a crazy amount of damage.
Oh, you got your Void Spirit 6. Tome has arrived. Let's see if we can get it off in time. GH under Moonlight Shadows just looking at Yapsor. Now he can consume the tome, so 6 is up, but the arrow, well off target.
Puppy again gonna play it pretty greedy here with that Necro. Just he gets so much farm. Like that's where he just starts hitting the lane creeps constantly. It seems. I'm gonna let Yapsor go around being the harasser onto someone like Miracles. He's trying to jungle.
Oh, works nicely. As long as he can keep the wave back, get some extra levels. Weeha, Zai gonna swap him. Kuro's nearby. Zai lends the magic missile. Yapsor's nearby as well with his level 6. They're gonna upheaval as quick as they can as Bat Rider. Weeha just does not have the sustain. He's a boot sage and windlace. That's all. There is not a lot in that Bat Rider to protect. And now Kunkka will also look for his own opportunity
Dire's
Kuro
mid tower.
trying
he's
to hang around.
free-handed.
It's going to connect into the magic missile wave of terror. The tumble will arrive. Yapsol will make sure he's going to stay where he is. In fact, the remnant never even gets to trigger.
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
I think this game might be looking similar to game one, but for the other team. Secret on the big rundown, and they have to find some defense for this, and that usually just means punishing an overextension. They have the roar and they have the lasso though, so those are two pretty powerful tools if you do dive a little bit too far. But just look at this. I mean, they're already smoked up again, and they're running with this boat because they didn't have to use it on the Kuro. And they're trying to bait out Puppy here.
The Miracle is getting space to get to his Battle Fury, and I always get concerned about like a farming anti-mage. We are going for the fight in mid, but 3 years are already there. You've got Beastmaster coming in through the rear, but all he can hunt right now is Couriers. And he will kill off Nisha's one and delivered
Radiant's bottom tower seem
before
better
dying,
days.
and they just mop up all the units. This feels very
I guess
odd.
they do have the other big comeback here on the Warlock. Haven't really talked that much about Kuro because he's had a bit of a rough start, but I mean, it is golems, right? It's sure they don't have big cooldowns on the side of Secret, so if he drops the golems, they are going to probably just come right back at your tower, but in combination with like the golems, the lasso, and the roar, there is turnaround potential here, as hard as it may be. Capsor's just so annoying, though.
Just hanging by it. Oh, look, he's already getting money to work towards that Yule Scepter of his. In typical Yapsaw fashion, always able to find the cash. But I still don't want to take my eyes off Miracle. I've seen this guy come back from way too many games. He's like, yeah, the deficit's pretty high. Fatal bonds him up, get a good mana void, get some good spill damage, have the raw control, just buy the space for anti-mage to be what he wants to be.
Oh yeah, how are int pools this game? Nothing too crazy, I suppose, huh?
Everything's pretty low. No OD in this game.
Yeah. No one with anything. No Dark Seers, 2,000 mana or something.
Some numbers that just don't make sense. When you do like that Dota 2 trivia and you're seeing like strength, agility, which hero is this?
Yeah, I need pause trivia.
Yeah, pause trivia will be good. You know, we always used to do that kind of stuff with the pop-ups.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Like, we always had that with the pop-ups. Like we had Knoxville doing it all.
Those stats guys are a bunch of losers, though. Whoever would have started doing that. Can you imagine?
I have. Do we still do pop? I don't even know if we still do pop-ups at TI. Like, did that happen at last TI?
I don't think so.
I
Maybe a few. I don't recall.
I always thought that was like one of the best things, like because we had like some long downtimes for pauses. You just do this.
I remember the DDoS era. I was looking up jokes. I used to tell jokes in the little stat box. Oh, jeez.
I like the surprising stats, the surprising facts. Like, did you know? Did you know the puppy is being chased down? Raw? Nope. X marks spot. Mind control's now going to be the one initiated. He's got his Necro books down. Lets the Raw offer on Zai, but that won't help you. The arrow only even hits.
Now they're going to hunt GH.
Yep. Leaps down. Remnant from Yapsor. Head him. And then Yapsor can just astral step down. GH will leap up. And then Jack back down again. Thanks to X-Mike's. Got one more leap in him. Oh, the lasso is doing its thing underneath the tier 1 tower. Vengeful Spirit will die. They started chasing the Mirana. And they're even making sure the VS is totally down. kill off the Vengeful Spirit.
Dire's
So that was
top
golems,
tower's
too.
getting beat down.
That's what it takes to commit to kill him.
Hey, space created. Animation now hits 6,000 net worth.
Mid-towers
I
getting
like how
banged up.
too Yabsor's called the bounty on Miracle. Don't forget about you. We haven't.
Radiant's mid towers.
We'll be there in just a jiffy. We're gonna kill off the tier 1 towers first, and then we'll reduce all of your area.
Oh, bounty!
And take the bounties.
'Tis mine.
Well, not a whole lot to work with at the moment, huh? Everything on cooldown for like 40 seconds. Moonlight, Lasso. At least Roar's coming back soon, but if they just advance right now as Secret, there's just it feels like nothing, and it's only getting worse and worse, right? Like Matu gonna be pulling away. Nisha's just going full tank mode. Thinking about the Lotus next after this Halberd. And then when they actually bring in Miracle, they're looking just make sure that he's not gonna have a chance to actually output his damage with the help of that disarm.
Wow, be careful. At least Zai is actually really close to death because he's getting sticky napalmed up, but the Firefly will wear off. Sticky napalm him again? Nope, not going to do it. He's going to reveal his position if he really sticks with this. I think he's just here to die. He was around, drop the GG tree. But he was covering for Miracle. Yeah. Miracle was quite aggressively farming, so he really felt like he was the sacrifice here.
Hey, he made some space for MC to pressure this bottom lane too. It wasn't a total loss. Kuro gets some aggressive wards down. GH is in there too, farming the big troll.
Yeah.
Considering the state you're in, trading a tier 1 right now, it feels pretty good. Potentially more damage here, although there is an edge.
I suppose they're going to find ways to dodge fights, keep farm up while Rock is down for another 35 seconds. I love this from Kuro and GH. They work together. Level 3 Fetter Bonds and level 4 Starfall to get the farm on the mid wave to stop Yapsa from pushing it back out again. He'll deny that mid tier 1 tower as well. But
Ulti being up.
Cool. Flame breaking back into the lasso, but they don't have extra control. Kuro's waiting with the upheaval. Matumba's got no movement speed. Now, ship, torrent, combo, everything. Nisha's got to try and keep Matumba alive. He's so low on life, but finally they bring him down. Nisha's TP out. Anyone got a stun? Anyone? Nope. I guess you're just trying to kill off the Vengeful Spirit instead. And Zai, there goes number 1. Miracle committing with the Mana Void to get it. And we are still trying to run from this Vengeful Spirit. The arrow will stop the Spirit. You get 20 only for that?
Oh,
that
but wait. Fun. Is he TPing home? Oh, I wonder. Did he know?
So much for
Yapsa was lurking there. Does take down the courier there. That was. Oh my god. Was that actually the end of the Battle Fury? It was.
It was the end of the Battle Fury. He actually delayed the Battle Fury for another. Like it's got another 2 minutes and 10 on the clock.
Oh, and it's not even like.
It's not even being.
I wanted 2 minutes. I wonder what the 600 gold with a Battle Fury. It's probably not worth to buy another one. And then and then sell. It's like almost tempting.
Pain in the ass of Spirit. The 5th brother that no one knew about.
Oh, great play from Weehao though. Trying to claw their way back into this. Gonna need more of that though. And I don't think he's particularly close to anything here on the Bat Rider. So a Blink Dagger for these continued grabs is still a ways away because the Rough's already had lowest of the cores by quite a margin.
And it feels like well, I suppose Beastmaster's taking care of all the auras, so he doesn't need to do anything on that front. And into Roshan Team Secret go.
This is versus Golem.
Yeah, Rock's up for Kuro.
Doesn't look like there's any chance to contest though. Necros are deployed bottom. They would need those too.
Well, I have an answer about the stats, by the way. Knoxville, who's currently tuning in, saying it hasn't been since TI6.
There you go.
No stats being done. Not by a stats man. Kuro, that's a little close. The torrent's going to connect, send him up, X mark him down. They want to make sure the rock's not available, and it won't be for 32 small seconds.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
GH?
Radiant's mid tower
he's hunting.
like I'm looking at the tier 2 tower, I'm like, wait, isn't that a Marauder on top of a Enchantress on top lane? It's like, yep.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Cannot do anything about it though, that's for sure. Is that, man, Necro 3 done. Holy.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Secret are so interesting in the way they distribute their gold across their heroes. Like, I love the way that they just identify what they want in a game and they just start they don't really care about the player in a lot of these times. Like Poppy, both these games have said, yeah, if this engine gets gold, it's very good. I'm just gonna push out lanes, guys. That's my job. They can't kill me.
I always loved about like OG. I think that was like the thing I always like looked at, like Anna and Thompson, where it didn't matter like what lane you were in. You knew your job. You knew what you needed to do. That's all that mattered. Who's going to be enabled at what time? Go for it. Yeah. We will support you to do this.
Yeah, that was what, VP at their peak, I feel like really exemplified that too. When it was, that VP roster that just kind of dominated for a vast majority of the year, where any of them could be the game-winning player. I guess that's mostly true for a lot of these teams, but like, for example, like, it's pretty rare for someone like Nigma to get MC the big, like, anchor hero, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I might have an occasion with, like, the Nature's Prophet, but for the most part, it's, like, Miracle or or Matu now. Or sorry, not Matu or Weehan this time, but the VP. I was just like, yeah, I never know who's gonna be like the game winner in this lineup.
I'm wondering why Miracle is holding on to the People's Gift. Like he's not switching it. Is there something about like
Probably for a team fight.
chopping a tree? Attack, yeah. But is it better than like than the stats?
Yeah, well, I think for general farming, it probably still is. Oh, where are we going?
We're going home. We're going to Beastmaster, who's going to get picked off, trying to get the outpost, but Zion Yamsol working together. My Control tries to run it off, but that's not going to happen. At least he has his Vlads now. Spent all money before death, or as much of it as he possibly could. Even having a medallion to go with the Vlads.
Do something about that bottom tower.
And we've been quite a nuisance on the bottom lane as well.
Dire's bottom
We
tower's
talked about like
getting
the
business.
Tinker, always working with Beastmaster summons, but it's also a great enabler for the Bat Rider.
That's true. Yeah. Between just the vision as well as the teleportation, kind of the same thing as Tinker, but that's going to be a lot of damage Weeha's tanking here, and Yapso's got that reach.
And he does, but Vengeful Spirit already dropped down pretty damn low.
Yapso's following the breadcrumbs, though.
He's got another step. The Remnant's going to be off target. Wee's gone back to the lane. And he's back to the safety of Miracle.
Yeah, he's just way too fast, and the no turn rate on sticking Napalm too, just like makes it very good these days if you're trying to chase someone through the Firefly.
Haste.
Puppy gonna put this low on a GH, but
You touch my Necro Archer.
back off.
He's mine.
Weeha wanted to get the grab. I'm shocked that Puppy has only died that one time. It was to these same two heroes, but the way that he's just been so aggressive on these lanes and helping Yapsor stay in the fog and no pressure on him to push out lanes is same thing for Zai too. So if they can always kind of pressure as to, oh, I don't know if it's safe to lasso this guy, right? 'Cause they don't know where those two are.
Oh, talk about Furious Knights as well. It was the it's the Necro Beastmaster unit army that denies the Manta style of Matumba. We'll see if that comes to really hurt him later on. But for now, like Nigma, just dodge, evade. Anti-Mage is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And also going Manta style.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
It's like Nisha's had enough of being run around here too. Like going back for that Shadow Blade. They are clawing their way back in this game on the side of Nigma. I thought this was going to get worse. But even after losing the tier 2 mid and the tier 2 bottom, they haven't really closed out that much more. This Aegis is about to dissipate, and I think Nigma did a great job of holding throughout this. A lot of that space making, as you said, with like the boost of travel and the Beastmaster paying off.
You just send your Necro, send your Hawk, send everything else you've got, and all the farm they get from it as well. BKB from Batrider will have to be committed if you want to survive. Yapsor quickly Astral steps away. A Team Secret really hoping for initiation, but that's a 10-second BKB for Batrider being revealed.
It's a good showing of why the Void Spirit, like, maybe we don't see him as much anymore, but just because that used to be what I would consider to have been a bug, where you would get caught before the BKB, which is very different than most interactions. And then once that was patched, we started seeing less Void Spirits, because BKB didn't even used to be an answer to that before.
Now you got something to work with. Not everything stays in balance forever. That's the way of Dota. There will be a patch, either direct or indirect. Look at this army of mind control just farming the jungle. It's like, together boys, we shall reap our rewards. Let's kill the Alpha Wolf. Nope, we're coming over for something else.
They're going for that bounty rune up top. Trying to hide there in time.
Taken away. Weehao will take care of the bounty runes up on top. There's actually even a smoke from Nigma. You got Marana and Warlock trying to hide under the cover of a bad habit. What are they looking for, actually? I suppose they just keep fatal bonding and start falling the waves. So they clear through it pretty quickly. And as long as they can also ensure the catapult dies, then the push doesn't come from Team Secret either.
Yeah. I think that's exactly it. It's just a warding mission and a creep cutting mission, because they're just kind of safe. Like, you're not going to see them on the minimap. Like, the creep's dying, but if you're not looking at that time, you don't even know who's there.
Miracle still, like, Meta style done. Continuing the farming game. The outpost can continue to switch hands as well, as everyone gets to switch lanes.
Tower's getting beat down.
Now, mind you, Matsu's courier is now back. And he's going to have that Manta, and they're going to be into that Basher soon. And he did finish the Shadow Blade on Nisha, so there is a big spike that hasn't really been played out into Nigma quite yet.
It is time to Moonlight Shadow and get the hell out of there. Delayed outpost thanks to the arrow.
Gee, it's just being a total nuisance here again.
Yep. Remnant. Well, Yapsol picked the right direction, but GH is just backed up. Now Weeha's in the neighborhood looking for his own target. Yapsol. The GH almost bait him out, or who's really the bait? I suppose GH has an arrow, but he's wondering like if he wants to help out the BKB Weeha. The answer will be no. The Hawkfly is in to give him all the extra information.
Another arrow.
Absolutely nothing. But makes them look behind themselves, and they're always chasing, and they're not getting Miracle. Miracle has just been uncontested farming for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is the good kind of AFK farming anti-mage, because it's the only way this game's gonna go your way. As we will put a grab on the Yapsor, chain stun, and easily burnt down.
They're able to grab this, and now Necrobook's coming off cooldown too, so you know Mind Control's gonna force to the tier 2 tower. Like, Secret just never get the fight they're searching for. They've got Diffuser Blade on PL, Meta Style, they want to try and fight. He's now got a Basher completed as well. They want to fight. They also keep moving underneath Radiant Vision. In this case, Zai actually battling underneath 2 Radiant Observers and Sentries. Phantom Lance is now going to move himself over. The Mana Void. Zai, so much damage done to him. Atoma just wants to back out of this one. They've still got the Vengeful Spirit battling from up on the hill. Now Konka's Rum. Nisha tries to create some extra space, but Kuro, Fatal Bonds is now out on Matumba as well as Nisha. They'll focus on Matumba as the primary target. Miracle would love to get himself a kill, and he will be able to get it on the big one. Someone's got to take care of that VS if you want supports to live. But I suppose you can just keep hunting other kills if you want them.
Yeah, more important stuff at hand.
Tier 2 tower, play around the Remnant Miracle. I love the blink to the bottom side of the tower, knowing Yapsol's going to have that spirit position. Arrows fly forward. Yapsol's got one more step, and he's going backwards. But Miracle can keep up with him. Always with a blink available to simulate. Back up into the trees we go, just being a nuisance. GH will finally put him down. I can't believe Kuro actually managed to live for so long. He's got extra help. The Moonlight Shadow, he's underneath the Sentry Ward. They have to roar to control up Poppy so he doesn't kill off Kuro. Nisha wants his own, or Zai wants his own fight. He's TP'd himself in, led off the dust, but Enchantress flame breaks back, just forever being controlled. Puppy wants out, but the only out is death.
My pet loves venison.
Well, Secret, the game has been taken out of your hands and placed into those of Miracle. He has hit the critical mass. He won the big battle of the items, right? They both were coming into this one fairly even in terms of power spikes. A little bit different in terms of how they operate during a team fight. Miracle can have that big moment potentially with the Mana Void, whereas the PL just needs like a slight edge, and he becomes this like crippling, just festering illusion boss that runs over your whole team. But obviously the jump was all Nigma's, and now they're reaping the rewards. And another jump. Oh, good save.
Trying to clip him, but the VS swap's already there. Flame Break almost pushing Zai up on the hill as well. The BKB combination against Weehan not going to work. Thanks to BKB. Matumba, Fatal Bonds. Oh god, they're all linked up again. They've got to be so careful. At least Yabsor can get out of it with the Yule set. We can't say the same about everybody else. But maybe Yabsor can do something. Yes, he does. He jumps to the back line to kill off GH. But the bigger problem is Miracle. Gets the bash over on Puppy. A little slow on the attack. We'll finally have to get rid of Puppy's minions. He'll jump in to find Nisha. Weeha sticking with him. No Mana Void available, but they've got the damage, especially when they get the bash underneath the tier 3 towers. Weeha actually burns him with the Firefly. That didn't feel like it should have been his kill. Yapsor, where's he going? He actually tries to bait with the Remnant to the north and jumping south. Another quick astral set, but Miracle blinks in. First hit bash. Finding yet another kill, but Zai does end the spree with the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's still getting a little bit annoying, but still clearly a good fight here for Nigma. Yeah, these Fatal have been so good. I feel like every time Kuro's getting off on numerous heroes, and you just see that Miracle starts swinging on one guy, maybe even hits him with a Mana Void, and people are just dropping. He goes back to finish out some of these neutral items, and there is still so much time left on this Aegis. There's 3.5 minutes left here. They're by no means done with the rewards of that first Roche kill. They've basically gotten 2 fights off it already, and probably more to come. And if you look towards Secret trying to do that same kind of play, where they're just going to be dodging and avoiding this Aegis. They don't really have the same wave push that we've seen benefiting Nigma this game. Puppey has to be very like in your face, and now he's at a point where if Miracle's nearby, he's comfortable just jumping in on top of you.
Especially with Abyssal Blade. He's had so much space in the side lanes. He's level 23, 31 minutes in.
They're smoking up to MC right now, too. This could easily be numerous heroes going down.
Roll. Nope, just blink in Abyssal Blade. They want to remove Zai, and they're able to do so. Very, very liberal with the ultimate.
Doesn't even want to lasso him. He wants a big target.
He got him. He got the Kunkka. Pull him back in again. Look for the bashes. The Rock and Phantom Bonds. Team Secret are connected. All three heroes together. Puppey wants a TP out, but no clumsiness there to stop that from Weeha. And a couple of illusions from PL are trying to stop this unbelievable momentum from Nigma, but they're not really helping out that much. They're coming high ground.
Oh, they did such a good job playing around that first Aegis. I am very impressed. They just completely dodged Secret and kept this game going. Very impressive. Sure, they threw a couple bodies on the lanes to keep Miracle farming, but that was a seriously impressive feat from Nigma.
Well, they're going to take top racks. The Absol doesn't have a TP to go home. Matumba was distracted trying to kill off Weeha, but Weeha was even able to force staff and get his Blink Dagger off cooldown and get away to safety. The only thing that's really stopping him is, more kills! Yapsor, dissimulate. Bye.
They who live by the wand.
Damn, was that just the cleave?
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
He was up on, his body moved to the hill, but is there a moment when you can attack before the dissimulate is, like, moved you?
I don't think so. No, I think I was just all cleave.
Alright.
Cool.
That had
Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah. Miracle's now 25 thanks to that. More arrows flying forward. They've still got the Aegis Immortal and the cheese on Beastmaster. Nigma have removed all outer towers, so it's free.
I love that line from Kuro. Keep them in here, right? That's they are not allowed out. We have Hawks, we have the Vision. The only thing we have to worry about is swap into like torrent combos and letting this PL become one of those monstrous PL games or something. But they've got a monster of their own, and Miracle is well ahead of him at this point.
A full butterfly on him. A Sakura. Why?
Shadows
Yeah, they're ready to push. Smoke it up. Look for a target. Blink Abyssal Blade. Yapsor is deleted. 52 seconds without buyback available. Nisha starts his TP in, and Weeha. Look how quickly did he move, but he wants the other one. He wants Zai. Pulling back over the arrow. He'll also connect with the upheaval, and another Fatal Bonds. A quick doppelganger will allow at least Matalman to escape, but you can't say the same thing about Puppey. Out of mana, out of life, and out of luck in game 2. It looks like Nigma have this one very firmly shoved into the bag. GG's.
Very good drafting. Both teams there from Nigma. I wouldn't necessarily call it like a big outdraft or something. The second one, I mean, sure, maybe the Meepo was a bit difficult to swallow after the draft, but giving Miracle one of his heroes, one of these ways that he can get control over the whole game as long as you guys can give him those moments in that first 25 minutes or so, and Nigma able to do it after just, man, so many things that we are seeing that game between like the smoking to clear creep waves, the boots of travels on the side lanes, like that must have been a pretty frustrating game to play for Secret because it felt like you were in control for so much of it, but you didn't have like just enough tower push or enough like really quick objective taking to really cement a victory.
The crazy thing is, too, with the results of Team Secret today, they played against Viking and Nigma, number 1 and number 2, on exactly the same amount of points at the top of the bracket. They're going to stay on exactly the same amount of points at 9 points. And depending on how OG perform, depending how Secret perform, maybe Nigma and Viking even get knocked into the lower part of the bracket. That's still a possibility. Nigma just needed to win like one game or something like that, and it would have been enough, but that actually ends all of their series. They had a 2-0, 1-2, 2-0, 2-1, and now this 0-2. So it's been an up and down kind of tournament for them, but they're still looking better with every single time. And this is actually fantastic. I'm going the wrong way around with this, aren't I? Yes, I am. Stop me, Trent. Trent, you meant to stop me, Trent.
Well, you just kept going. Nigma are secured in the upper bracket. Yes, life is good.
Go to the upper bracket with this one. It's Viking GG who are the ones in trouble because Secret can replace them. Thanks for covering me there. That's one of those times you tell me to shut the
Well, I wasn't sure where you were going with it. I was just like,
Oh,
what?
I
Where
went
is
I
he?
went the wrong way because I literally looked at the results the opposite way. This is what
Yeah, I hear
happens
you.
when you don't sleep with a newborn baby. Like, you do
Yeah.
not try and do math and grids. But yeah, thank you, Trent, for covering my ass before I then worked.
I'm always here, you know. That's
Thanks,
what
Trent.
a caster's is there
Thanks.
to do.
You know what? For this one, I'm just very happy now to end the broadcast about this point because I am totally shamed. And we'll be back tomorrow to see what gets said in the next broadcast. I don't know if you're with me tomorrow again, Trent, but either
Who
way,
knows? At this
who knows?
point.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything can happen. And so, congrats to Team Nigma. They now end the tournament with 12 points. That math is correct. That is a fact. Nigma, 12-point victory. Looks fantastic. Thanks for the victory. Thanks, Secret, for the games. Thanks, everyone, for
Thanks,
watching.
everybody. Thanks, Monster.
Yeah, thanks, Monster, for sponsoring the tournament, making sure this can happen. Thank you, everyone.